Coming up now, the very latest news from Pattaya and Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. Please like and subscribe. It helps us and it helps you too. Thailand's Interior Minister Ayutthaya has publicly confirmed his stance on the change to the Narcotics Act concerning marijuana, telling that he and his party are committed to stopping it being relisted as an illegal narcotic. Ayutthaya, whose party appears to have gained the upper hand in Thailand's new Senate, was health minister when he deregulated the weed, leading to the huge launch of ganja shops nationwide. Despite the law remaining in place, the THC levels should remain at a nominal level, something regularly flaunted by retailers who compete to sell the strongest of product. This is its plan to relist by the end of the year, forcing all those weed shops to close unless they have a qualified pharmacist on premises and work with prescriptions only from doctors. In Pichit, 5 people died and another 2 were injured when a pickup truck using a rural crossing over a main railway line was hit by a passing train, highlighting the issue of numerous country crossings having no warning systems or barriers. A foot inquiry is underway by the railway authorities, who had been ordered to either close similar crossings or install lights and barriers nationwide. Thailand's cabinet has approved an early retirement program for senior military officers, which would see them given effectively a bonus to quit early, aimed at reducing the number of high-ranking officers, which is seen as a burden to the military in many ways. The program is part of a plan to downsize and streamline in the interest of efficiency, and will see over 700 retiring over the next 3 years. The Honda Motor Company plans to close its Ayutthaya plant next year. The news was announced as they told the press of plans to move viable operations to their Prachinburi facilities, with many blaming the advent of less expensive Chinese vehicles and, of course, EVs. Sales have certainly dropped for the Japanese car makers since the heady days of the 90s, when the plant was first opened. This as Chinese manufacturer BYD opened its Rayong facility this month, planning to produce over 150,000 vehicles annually. And good news for travellers who use the State Railway. Announcements this week promised that the third-class areas, currently sit up and beg with the odd fan, will be overhauled to ensure new seating and air conditioning for all classes. Close to 800 million baht is to be invested in the revamp over the next few years. Meanwhile at home and at 4:30 in the morning, an accident on the railway road to the east of the city saw the youngest son of Pattaya people operator Niels Colov lose his life as his bike was engaged in an accident with a car. Despite medics arriving quickly at the scene, the youngster was beyond recovery by the time he reached a hospital. Announcing the sad news, Mr. Colov asked for a quiet time for the family to absorb the sad news. The accident occurred at or near the Chayapruk intersection on a road fraught with regular danger, as it's used as a rat run for drivers. Bypassing of Sukhumvit has multiple areas of poor surface, and worse, drivers regularly assume right-of-way on the road itself, which is not the case. The right-of-way is clearly marked for all roads crossing the railway road and the line, and not the railway road itself. It's believed that this misconception may have led to the accident, as the young man rode a bike across on Chayapruk itself. Mr. Colov, his remaining 2 sons and their mother have announced that the funeral was to begin in Thai tradition last night, with the final funeral day on Friday at noon at Chai Mongkol Temple in South Pattaya. All at Fabulous 103 FM extend our condolences to the family. In other local news, a woman has told police that she was molested in the Pattaya bar by a man claiming to be a police inspector. It seems that he chatted to her, left, then returned and grubbed her, leaving her, in her words, shocked. Police were called and the man, along with his pals, fled the scene. The real police then are actively seeking him, and that investigation will be aided by CCTV. And in Sattahip, it was an 82-year-old granny who saved a local tradesman's life, all thanks to her watching YouTube on her phone regularly. Never thinking that the tips she gleaned would be of any use, she sprang into action when an electrician working on her house, an upper high ladder, was electrocuted. Using a rope to drag him down without touching him herself, she then gave him CPR, and as a result was found to be in recovery when an ambulance arrived. The rain has set in for our region early this morning and much of the nation too, and is expected to remain with us on and off for most of the day, with the Met Office promising highs of 31, dropping down to 26.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.